Did you know that up to 40% of people report experiencing toxic family dynamics, which can lead to long-term emotional and psychological damage? These unhealthy family relationships often go unnoticed, but they can have a profound effect on our mental health, self-esteem, and well-being, in part because of how they affect our life opportunities. Now, you may suspect you're a part of that statistic, or may not. Watch and see what you conclude by the end, and what you might need to do to protect yourself. So what are some common toxic family dynamics? These would be things like abuse of any kind, including emotional neglect, manipulation, and burdens like family secrets. These secrets can lead to feelings of anxiety, depression, shame, and low self-esteem, making it difficult to form healthy relationships outside of the family unit. Yes, often family members will become adept at hiding behind a mask of normalcy, all while secretly suffering in silence. This can be particularly damaging when children are involved. You yourself may have been one of these children who grew up feeling like you were walking on eggshells, never knowing when the next explosion would occur. Meanwhile, the family way of functioning or secrets remain unspoken, quietly poisoning the atmosphere and perpetuating a cycle of fear and mistrust. But how do we even begin to recognize these toxic patterns? Let's look at some examples. One major red flag is favoritism. When one family member is consistently treated with more kindness, understanding, and leniency than others, this can lead to feelings of resentment and jealousy, causing siblings to turn against each other. And another sign is gaslighting. When a family member makes you feel like you're losing your grip on reality, manipulating your perception of events to control and dominate. And then there are the unspoken rules, the silent expectations and constraints that govern family behavior, often rooted in outdated traditions or cultural norms. I've seen it time and again. Clients who experience families where the parents are never wrong, where they were forced as children to suppress their emotions, and where any trace of disagreement was swiftly crushed. Or families where the truth was distorted to avoid confrontation and maintain the family's perfect facade, leading to a culture of lies and deception. It's a heartbreaking thing, because these children were forced to carry the weight of a tense undercurrent, where they may have had to become complicit in maintaining these dynamics to preserve the family's reputation or avoid conflict. As you can see, it's a very harmful burden to put on children. Even though they may not know any different, at some point they realize other families are not like their own, and it can start to create conflicts and disturbances within them. Some people sadly never escape the toxicity of their families, and they continue to suffer, recreating it for the new generation. But fortunately, there are those who finally find the courage to confront these toxic patterns and break the silence. It can happen after a moment of crisis, a dramatic event that forces them to reevaluate their relationships and priorities. Or it can happen after a gradual process of questioning and suffering that leads to new discoveries. For my clients, it can be a mixture of these, and exploring their families in therapy can help them reconcile the hurts and pain and try to salvage what's salvageable or accept what is not. Whatever the catalyst, one thing is clear. Breaking the silence is the first step towards healing and recovery. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you. Have you experienced any toxic family dynamics in your own life? Share your stories in the comments below, if you're comfortable to, and subscribe to join our family. We're here to welcome you and help you live well. It's what we all deserved, isn't it?